Hey guys, my name is Ryan and welcome to Overwatch Central. So I guess this is a little bit of a follow-up to the ranked anxiety video I did a couple of weeks ago. The response to that was amazing, and for those that haven't seen it, it's on screen now. But it's generally that I had a real hard time playing ranked. I thought it was stressful, I didn't enjoy playing, I felt that it had to validate me to some extent being a content creator on Overwatch. So I really struggled to sort of get into it, to get competitive and to have fun with it, so I kind of just stopped playing. But this video is about where I am now at the end of Season 2, the stuff that I tried out that helped me progress quickly and improve as a player, more importantly. But this is a story of how I climbed 400 skill rating in 3 days. So where was I to begin with? I was about mid-plat. I ended up at mid-plat because I just wanted to focus on playing those ranked games for fun and not to climb, to sort of alleviate that anxiety and that stress from playing. So I played with a lot of friends, had a chill time, started playing with people like Sips, who has climbed up the ranked ladder pretty well, and he is pretty decent at the game. For those that don't know Sips, he is a content creator, has been for a while. And for those that have checked out his stream, he's like listening to Christmas pan flute music whilst playing ranked, and he's getting a little bit salty, but it's overall a pretty chill and fun time. So it's a good, honestly, practice environment, I guess. So I've been playing a lot with him, and I hovered around 2,600 for a while, not really caring where I was, because I just wanted to have fun with playing ranked. I didn't care about climbing. But once we got closer to the end of the season, I spoke to one amongst many about how I'd love to hit diamond, and it became a little bit of one of his stream targets. So I joined up on his stream a lot with a couple of other friends. We went from there, and I played with Valk and Sty a lot, and throughout this period is where we did most of the climbing. I know what some of you are already thinking. Hitting diamond isn't a massive achievement, but it is pretty good. It's the top 10% of competitive players, and frankly, it's an improvement. I'm in a better position than I was at the end of Season 1 for Season 2, and I intend to be better for Season 3. I did actually hit diamond with Sips and Co, so it wasn't even with Valkyr and Sty and Josh that I hit diamond. But that environment did help, and that goes on to my first point that I think a lot of people should do if they intend to climb, and to really sort of push their competitive style of play, and that's to not solo queue. I didn't solo queue once throughout this period, and it's not for the reasons that you would think. It's not toxic players or Hanzo mains, as you can really get away from them. They're still going to be in your games. If you're queuing as a 4-stack, then you're still going to potentially run into them in the 2-stack or the 2 solo queues that are still on your team. It's less of a chance, sure, but you still run into toxic players like this guy who was the 2-stack on our 4-stack team, and yeah, this was pretty interesting.
Genji, they fucking counter you so fucking counter, and you still finish this fucking Genji. Man, you're so fucking bad.
Good lord.
You told me to swap something to counter the Pharah. That's not Reaper. Plus,
Makri,
you already have a soldier. Are you implying that your
you
friend
don't
is
can't use
counting
mine?
your work?
no brain, man, no fucking brain.
But yeah, that happened. But the reason why I enjoy queuing as a 3 to 4 stack is that you already have a good majority of people in your team, and you also have a good environment to play with friends, and also an element of trust and coordination with those that you're queuing with. The solo queues, you do have a chance of having uncoordinated people that don't join team chat, for example, or play heroes that really don't fit. They're not wanting to be a team player, so they just go off and do things by themselves, die on their own, and then complain at the team. So I would say a team of 3 to 4 is optimal. I did play some duo queue, which did work. I think we won all of our matches for duo queue, but I feel that the 3 to 4 stack is comfortable any more than you start running in against 6 stacks, and the game start getting a lot harder, and you really put yourself in that strong environment. So if that's something you enjoy, then by all means go for it. But we were running into a lot of problems, so we were sort of adjusting ourselves and the team size to how we were doing. The second point is I focused on a set of heroes. Specifically, I wanted to get good at Reinhardt, and I mean really good. He was a hero that I played a lot, and I would say he was my main, but with sort of the platinum area, and I'm sure a lot of tank players and support players can sympathise with this. Your positioning could be great as a Reinhardt, having your shield up and defending your team, but you see a lot of teammates just run off and do whatever they want anyway, so what the hell is the point? So it does get stressful, it does get frustrating. This was one of the reasons I said in ranked anxiety that it was a problem. But I really wanted to focus on him. I have a lot of fun playing him. I enjoy the hero and his playstyle, the mind games you have against the enemy Reinhardt, trying to sort of shield his Earth Shatter whilst getting your own off and stuff like that. But frankly, if you are one of those players that goes in with no real hero, just being far too flexible, it makes you a jack of all trades, sure, that you can play all of these heroes to an extent, but you're not a master of any of them. Jack of all trades, master of none. It's a very famous saying, and it really applies here. What it also enables you to do with focusing on heroes is watching specific hero streams. I really enjoy Roadhog, so I've been watching a lot of Moon, looking at plays like Himsy, and Harblu, who are very good at Roadhog, and learning how they play the game and stuff like that. It really enables you to focus on their playstyles. And VOD reviews are a really big thing at the moment. Competitive Overwatch subreddit is full of them. And for those that don't know, Josh actually covered one of my early Reinhardt games around the time that I was like, I really want to get better. I could use some advice maybe. I want to hear what you have to say, because he's really wanting to go into the analytical side of Overwatch. So it gives him some experience, and it also gives me a good opportunity to learn a thing or two. And I did, and a lot of people in the comments learned a lot as well. So you should definitely watch that video if you haven't already. So they're the two main things. I didn't solo queue, I queued 3 to 4 stack, and I also focused on a role I wanted to play. But I didn't set out on just one hero. I didn't put all my eggs in one Reinhardt basket, because for example, you could end up on Control, and Reinhardt isn't as good. So I've been focusing on a range of heroes, but mostly the tanks I've been leaning towards. So what am I intending to do for Season 3 to progress? Well, the main thing I want to do is to not go overboard and to get too try-hard with it, because I'll end up hating and burning myself out with the game. So I still intend to have those chilled games with friends, but I do want to play with those 3 to 4 stacks more and improve my own game, and to focus on playing more Reinhardt, more Roadhog and D.Va especially, throwing a little bit of Winston for good measure as well, and sort of main those heroes for Season 3. There is also a progression table I saw on the competitive Overwatch subreddit, which I'm going to start using. I recommend that you guys try it as well. I'm really curious to see what you guys think of it. I'll put a screenshot on screen now showing you what it basically is. You put in all of the information and you sort of log how you do with your rank and how you're climbing and dropping, and you can see trends and stuff and go from there. I'm going to focus on playing more Ryan, but still gradually adding more tanks into the game like I said. But mostly, I'm just going to keep chipping away. You know, my target for this season is mid-diamond, seeing as placements are a little bit tougher. But there is no reason whatsoever that I can't get Masters if I work hard enough and I remain persistent. But yeah, that's the story so far, and I hope to update you guys for Season 3. If I ever hit Masters, I'll probably make a follow-up video on what I learned and what I did, I suppose. Let us know what your season high is in the comments below, and let us know what your tag is for Season 3, and what kind of heroes you want to try out and learn a bit better as well. Put them in the comments, and if you have any questions, do put them there as well, and I'll try and answer a couple maybe. But thanks again for watching. I hope this video was pretty useful. You know, I have no experience in TF2 or CSGO or any FPS games on console. I came into this game the first day of beta and learnt from there. So if I can climb all the way to Diamond or even climb higher, then there's no reason that you guys can. I'm an everyman, and if I can do it, you can do it. And I want to show that with these kind of videos. We're not all perfect content creators that are up in top 500. Some of us are still progressing, and some of us will end up there, hopefully. But it's about improving and being persistent. But that's it for this time. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and we'll see you next time.